exactly as we do it normally.
I think it will be easier that each bishop introduces the name, but just name, then that's all. Starting from myself, I'm Archbishop Philip Anyolo of Kisumu Archdiocese, the chairman of the Conference of Catholic Bishops.
I'm Archbishop Martin Kivuva Musonde, the Archbishop of Archdiocese of Mombasa.
Bishop John Obala of Ngong and Vice Chairman of the conference.
Bishop Paul Kariuki, Bishop of the Diocese of Embu.
Bishop Joseph Mungela, Diocese of Kitui.
Bishop Peter Kehara, Catholic Diocese of Marsabit.
Bishop James Maria Wainaina, Catholic Diocese of Murang'a.
Bishop Joseph Batia, Catholic Diocese of Nyahururu.
Bishop Maurice Muhatia of Nakuru.
Bishop Dominic Mengich of Eldoret. Apostolic Administrator of Lodwar.
I'm Bishop Norman Kingo Abua, Bishop of Catholic Diocese of Machakos.
Monsignor Benjamin Maswili, Apostolic Administrator, Military Ordinary.
Bishop Joseph Obanyi, Bishop of Kakamega, and Ungoma, the Apostolic Administrator.
Yes.
Or the
your seat.
Or Bishop Joseph Mairura, that's
Father Matthew Kaimeni, Diocese of Meru, representing Bishop Salesis.
Here we see radios, emblems. This is Radio Nation, other nation maybe. One from the nation to himself, as it were here. Just the representatives, eh? Introductions, yeah. Okay.
Standard. TV. Radio Omni. I need a copy. Yes.
Okay.
Perspective. Asante.
So, we welcome you very heartily on this occasion when we want again to share with you and the people of Kenya our concerns and perhaps also our way of how to help the country to grow together as a nation. Discerning Kenya beyond the referendum and the year 2022 general elections. Come to me, all you who labor and are burdened. This is the theme we have from the Bible. It's quoted from Matthew 11:28. Dear Kenyans, we invite you to look back to how the building started. It was the moment of a cloud of darkness hovering over our country that pushed the main actors, President Uhuru Kenyatta and Honorable Raila Odinga, to put the interests of the country before their own interests. But now, reflecting on the way the Constitutional Amendment Bill is interpreted by some among these leading the discourse, we hold the position that as a country we risk diverting from the original spirit of the handshake. In particular, we should not forget that the initial issues to be addressed were 9, of which only 2, the expanded legislature and executive, are dominating the national discourse. Lest we forget, we risk losing the agenda 4 issues raised by the Kofi Annan Commission following the violence that led to loss of lives in 2007 and 2008 post-election violence. We must not pretend that we moved on. Most of the underlying causes have not been addressed. Consensus building. As we said in our last press statement and conference, we propose a continued focus on consensus building to bring everyone on board. This is important as citizens of one country who want to approach the referendum and united and soberly, even though women's. Number 2, the doctors' strike. Constructive dialogue is needed. Strikes followed by protests and demonstrations are disruptive to medical. The strikes sometimes end up on the streets with battles between the medical staff and the police. The suffering patients go through whenever there is a strike it should remind us that saving life ought to be a priority for both the government and the medical staff. We recall that strikes by medical doctors and nurses in Kenya have been ongoing for over 20 years. In the past few months, doctors and nurses have donned their tools to protect and protest against poor support from the government as they step up in the forefront to fight